evening, people. This is the holiday seafood smash. So all this is sponsored by Pandemic Stamp Relief. When they drop that $1,200 in your bank account, go out and treat yourself to a meal. Now we're about to treat it with a little bit of extra flavor. So basically, our flavor profile is hot, spicy garlic spinach.
So what you throwing in there right now?
A little bit of allspice.
All right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So therefore, we also got these Swedish meatballs that's been handmade and stuff with fresh organic tomatoes, a little bit of Italian oregano, and the real oregano. You know what I mean? This is what this inspired by, this type of oregano.
So, as you can see, everything's coming together good.
This is a house blend homemade oil that we're going to saute the spinaches. This is peanut oil, oregano, onion powder, a little bit of turmeric, we're going to saute the spinach in this mixture. We're also going to add a fresh stick of butter. So the aromatics that you're going to get from the flick food is going to be of a nice texture and flavor. So also I'm about to add 1/4 of butter. And this is all handmade. These are all homemade recipes sponsored by your good chef. You know what I mean? Men that still know how to cook.
That's right. Make sure you tune into the Anderson Family Mix-Up for more videos like this every week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. Now what we add in the pot?
So we're gonna saute these farm fresh bay Peru sea scallops. We're gonna saute these. You know what I mean? So to get the proper quality, these are 40 to 60 count per pound. So therefore they'll shrink up to about 1/3 of the size. But this is all protein, so it'll just bring more flavor and more substance to our pot with the spinach.
See all that starting to steam up, getting all nice and ready. Just low.
It's very important that when you add your spices, that you have enough to cover the whole pot. We're gonna add spinach as needed, but right now we're just trying to get a good mixture of the spices and the butter. It's very aromatic in here. Well, if you're from a seaside town, well, if you're from the north, it'll be just like Rehoboth Beach, let's see, Atlantic City, Coney Island, Long Island, and Virginia Beach. And also the DMV area. You got that nice sea-style flavor.
That looks really good.
We're sauteing the spinach now in the butter and oil, peanut oil mixture. So when we drop the seafood in there, it's going to come to a sizzling boil, like right now. So we're going to add the seafood as needed, so we just incorporating the butter for the proper mix now.
Okay.
You got to excuse me, I mean. And this whole meal, we're going to give you a professional meal that you can make for you, your lady, or somebody you're trying to impress for a little bit under $80. So if you can go spend $80 in the restaurant, you can go spend $80 and make it for a family member or a loved one. It might come out a little bit cheaper, but you know what I mean. But you can get the same quality meals at home, and your people appreciate it more. Only problem is doing these goddamn dishes. Please have kids on standby, especially the bad ones.
Remember, all this and more can be found in the Anderson Family Mix-Up on our channel, you know, on Cooking with the Andersons.
And now we're about to add some of these chili harpoons or dry dehydrated chilies. Okay, now get the bag open, we can try this again. Good. Little freehand pour right here, little freehand. So we just drop these motherfuckers in here. That's gonna be hot enough to burn your hind parts. Trust me. Now that we got the chilies incorporated in here, see the spinach is wilting, so we're gonna add some more spinach. So right now we just want all the liquids to soak up into the peppers before we add these king crab legs, Alaskan king crab legs.
Let's look at that. We gotta look at that. Ooh, baby. Look at that. Look at that.
So this is a cluster. This cluster was about $40 straight out the store, and
right.
You know.
So that's what we're doing next, right?
No, we're gonna incorporate the lobster chunks.
All right. So we're gonna put the lobster chunks in there right now.
Correct.
All right.
My assistant, Mr. Anderson, can you open up the lobster chunks for me?
Sure.
Got all this oil on my hand.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. Now, must I remind you, although this shit look like imitation crab meat, it's not, because this shit is a tad bit more expensive. Classic lobster, okay, you see that?
All right, this one you done. He poured it in there.
Okay, classic lobster chip. See that spin? That's what we do.
So we putting in there. You find that local grocery you have near you. You know what it is.
Okay, we're gonna have to get a real fork, a real utensil, because my plastic fork is melting.
Oh no, not the plastic fork.
But yes.
They know I'm famous for that.
But we like to get the lobster meat coated with the marinade that's in the pot and the spinach. Ah, there we go.
Big cow. Not sponsored, but we love it.
Now we're cooking. You just got to get everything all nice and marinated and coated in the flavor. Because once you build your flavor profile, you can actually taste your seafood. So therefore, this is I would say, a Caribbean spicy dish because it's a lot of hot spices in here. So far we got oregano, we got a chili, we got a little bit of sazon, a little bit of hot sauce just to keep it for my people from Louisiana. But we got, something for everybody.
So on the average, how long would you think it would take to prepare the whole meal?
This whole meal, now mind you, we just put this together in about 40 minutes and about $100 worth of stamps. You know what I mean? Keeping it a buck with you, you know what I mean? So
it happens.
You know what I mean? So therefore, since we doing this on the fly, this shouldn't take us no more than half an hour. This meal should be able to feed all adults who smoke weed prior to they watching this show. But don't.
You hear that? Wake and bake, baby. But listen, so now you put the lobster chunks in there. Now we have everything pretty much marinated, boiling down. What's the next step? What goes in there next?
The sea scallops. We're just waiting for
scallops.
Waiting for them to defrost a little bit better because they're going to straight down to a third of the size.
Right.
So therefore, we got 60-count scallops. So therefore, they should shrink down to about a little bit of the size of a nickel.
Okay.
But they're supposed to be whole and succulent.
Okay. So just remember, you can find all this and more on the Anderson Family Mix-Up channel right here on Cooking with the Andersons. But we'll go right back. We're always getting into it. If you like this, like, share, subscribe, comment below on things you want to see us make too, and how you feel about our video. We appreciate the support. But so next we're going to do the.
So and following, we're about to dump the Peruvian sustained farm raised scallops, 40 weight count. So we're about to dump them fresh in there. About them being semi frozen, they're going to retain some of the moisture. So bam. So we dump the fresh scallops in there. You know what I mean? So now that we dump the scallops in there, we're going to incorporate them into the flavor mixture and make sure everything is nice and marinated.
And what type of heat do you have on? Like a medium high?
I have it on. That's a good question, Mr. Anderson. I would say if on electric stove, it's on number 6. So I'm guessing that's medium high.
Yep, around that. Yep.
So yeah, I mean now that the spinach has wilted, I'm going to add some more. Damn, you gotta stop hanging around us. You're picking up bad habits. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna incorporate some more spinach. Okay, I mean, because it's wilted to a proper point, so we're gonna dump some more spinach in there and kick it up a notch. As another famous man cook once said.
That's looking really good right now. See, that's the rest of the bag of the spinach. How big is that bag of spinach you're using for this meal?
It's 10 ounces.
10-ounce bag of spinach, okay. And that's the spinach you can find at your local grocer.
Yeah. So pretty soon we're about to put the top on this and let this steam down. We're also going to incorporate noodles to the dish, but we just want to make sure everything got a nice flavor to it. So therefore, I'm patting that spinach down right into the pot to cover the scallops. So therefore, everything is fresh. So once we put the lid on it, everything is going to boil over, and the steam is going to wilt the spinach for us.
Yep. Can't wait. Looking good, looking good.
And building a flavor profile is very important to this $80 meal. See how we got the spinach simmering, the ancho chili peppers, or chili peppers, however you call them. So now I'm going to put a little bit of Italian seasoning. Sprinkle that in there. Or no, this is not the seasoning I had in that little bag earlier. This is real Italian seasoning. Make sure it's nice and spread it throughout the pot. You know what I mean? And now, I normally don't let people see this, but this is how I stretch the meal. I take a little bit of your favorite, excuse me, hold on people. Oh, you got the whole bag. I thought this was like the liquid. Okay. So plan has changed. So this right here, see this, ladies and gentlemen? This is how you stretch your meal. Some beef ramen noodles. So when please open this, Mr. Anderson.
So we some ramen. Put some ramen up in there.
See, now as you add the ramen, right, it's gonna suck up all the water and look at it. I know you be like, oh my God, this guy just dumped some cereal on there, but. You took the flavor packet out? See, now the ramen's going to suck up all the water. It's going to suck up all the water. So it's going to give it more of a ragu feel. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get it like a tight noodle twist. Once again, I didn't crush this one so good, but oh well, here we go. Mr. Anderson, can you crush this for me, please?
Yeah, sure.
That's my trusty assistant, Mr. Anderson. He let me come in today and cook on his channel, but this is under $80 meal. You know what I mean? It can feed 4 adults who just smoke some Zaza. I repeat, 4 adults who smoke some Zaza.
Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment below.
This meal was inspired by people who had Zaza previous to coming on this show. So you see, like we incorporate all this ramen, we breaking it down. So as the noodles soften, it's going to suck up the moisture and contain the flavor of the scallops and everything. So what we're going to do is just going to blend that in. Might add another teaspoon of butter or so, and let that slow simmer with the spinach.
It's looking good, smelling good.
See, this is taking the place of what's the name of that rice? The basmati rice, or a certain type of rice that they use. I can't really think of it right now.
So you used ramen for
a rice substitute.
Okay.
See, but once you incorporate it in there, or once it starts soaking up the oil, it's gonna come to a regular noodle consistency.
Yep.
So therefore, I'm gonna provide more flavors, but I'm gonna just do it in small increments. You know what I mean? In about 6 to 8 minutes, we're gonna have to add the giant lobster claws, but we're gonna steam this together and make sure everything is appropriate.
The crab claws. Yep.
Alaskan king crab claws. So during the course of that, I'm about to add another cup of water. like another quarter cup of water or whatever. And then I'm gonna strain some corn into the mix.
Yes, sir. We're gonna get back at it. So the mixture is all nice. You also put about what, 5-6 tablespoons of tomato sauce in there.
Yeah. And also, one of our trusting subscribers said, "Is there any way you can tweak this?" And I said yes. So we got a fresh ear of corn, and we're going to put the fresh corn in it. Now, mind you, I'm not fully in my senses, but we're going to shuck the corn. Shuck the corn right in there. Fresh corn. See that? Fresh corn getting shucked right in the middle.
Good. Good.
It's nothing like cooking with fresh ingredients. Although it seems like I'm hacking the corn, but this is fresh corn. I'm like, oh, these guys are crazy. No, we're not. We the MacGyvers of the kitchen. See that? Boom. Shucking fresh corn into our meal. All this fresh corn.
Good, putting that fresh corn up in there. That's right, Lolo.
One ear should do, but we mess around and do too. Now that we put the fresh corn in here, straight off the cob, I know it's look like it's getting a little bit messy and so forth and so on, but it's getting a nice simmer to it. So it's more like a ratatouille, I would say. But it's all very important to build your flavor profile and work with fresh ingredients. All this stuff can be sourced from your local grocer. So as it stands now, we have fresh baked scallops, chili peppers, limes, fresh corn, a pound is about 10 ounces of spinach, and 6 tablespoons of tomato sauce. You know what I mean? And this we're about to add a little bit of water. Just a light water to have it simmer.
It's looking good, looking good. Remember, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Comment as always. If you like what you see, make sure you stay tuned. That's how you do it, by subscribing to the Anderson Family Mix-Up channel. And we have Cooking with the Andersons, and it's just, we do stuff like this all the time. Quick, easy tips, how to do stuff on a budget. Make some good, tasty meals. Yeah.
You can also call and get a guest spot. You know what I mean? Our kitchen is always open.
That's right.
Like, I'm a guest today, but I'm not starting my own cooking channel. But anytime my brother call me, I'm going to be up here putting them together. You know what I mean? I work with a price point. So, therefore, you just say, look, we got $40. What could I do at the crib for me and my lady and still keep it fancy? So I'm going to incorporate some more fresh corn into there. I don't believe it's enough for my personal taste. So bam, it's very important that you aim your knife into away from your hand. So as you shuck it, bam. See how that is? Bam. Source out the fresh ingredients. That's how you know your meal was made with love, when you source out the fresh ingredients.
That's right. It was delicious. So what gave you the inspiration for this meal?
Well, I was like, damn, you know what I mean? Because of COVID and COVID-related symptoms and stuff like that, I have a great fear of being around motherfuckers that's coughing. And we just gonna keep it all out there. I'm not an anti-masker, but I just don't want nobody coughing all over my shit. I don't know if it's a smoker's cough, a weed cough, or whatever. But I said, you know what? I can give my lady a quality meal at the crib. So I said, you know what? I'm a man, and all men supposed to cook for their ladies at some point in their relationship. So once my lady decided to trust my cooking, you know what I mean? I decided, you know what? My brother said he's gonna be cooking meals on the net, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna do something too.
It's looking good, getting that corn all up in there.
So that's
that fresh corn.
That's 2 ears of fresh corn. So I'm going to incorporate that. See now, although I've incorporated the fresh corn on there, now it got more of that holiday vibe. It got that little gooey orange to it. It still say Halloween. So you got your fresh chipotle peppers.
Halloween going into Thanksgiving, fall harvest season.
You know what I mean? So this more like a seafood goulash. Once we steam the king crab legs. I'm waiting on Mr. Anderson, my trusty partner for the day and owner of this channel, to steam the.
We're gonna get that popping right now. We're gonna right at y'all with that.
But as it stands now, this is what it boils down to. This is the base for the king crab legs. Once we place these in here, you're gonna be like, damn, that's $1 million meal.
Oh. So now, time to put the crab legs up in that pot. A little bit of water in there, a little bit more water with the seasoning, a little leftover seasoning from that water. We're gonna throw them crab legs up in there. Woo. Oh Lord, look at that, yeah. It's like good eating. Good eating on a budget.
Mommy, baby, will tell you she's choking.
She's alright. She's eating. The legs look good right there. Look at that, look at that.
Now we're about to raise the temperature.
So you got it on what right now? So you want from, once the noodles and stuff start cooking, you want to a medium low. And now you're on the medium low right now, like fairly low.
I'm damn near off. I'm on.
You're on low.
Yeah,
like,
low.
We're on a low temperature.
So in about 8 minutes or so, you should have finished product.
So we're gonna let that steam down. And what you gonna put it on 4? Or?
I'm gonna put it on 8. 8 is the lucky. Yeah.
So if you have electric stove, you put it on 8. So that's really close to the high. And we're gonna let all that goodness right there, those king crab, the Alaskan king crab legs in the mixture, just sit there and marinate and get all good and all put together. We'll be right back.
Let it come to a rolling boil, and the steam is going to do its thing.
So you were saying before, like this is more closer to a Caribbean type of dish with the flavors and everything like that.
Yeah, normally I would cook this dish with a little bit of more curry powder and a little bit of coconut milk. But since we didn't have those things when we went shopping, we did all this on the fly. We just came up with the idea. We came up with the idea to just bring it like, you know, come out of nowhere with it. So this is under $100 meal, made with love, that you can make in your house. That it's a meal for 4 if you push it. You know what I mean?
Look at that. Look at that. Can't wait to see the finished product. Can't wait. So what's going on now? It's been cooking for a little bit.
Yeah, we just got about a few more minutes to finish letting the meat steam and suck up the juice.
That's looking good, looking good, looking good.
See, crab legs are so tender and succulent that they're cracking. See that? Just gonna let it keep for a rolling boil for another few minutes. Testing the water in the pot, make sure there's nothing sticking, and get nice and embedded into the
indeed. It's all coming together nicely. Yeah, look at that. Add some more tomato sauce to it. So all together you got about 2 cans, 12-ounce cans of tomato sauce.
Correct. 2 ears of corn, fresh off the cob. About a 1/4 pound of Alaskan king crab legs. 1/4 pound of scallops. All these things, like, you season the taste because they're water-based things. So therefore, all the meat and the juice will be right up in there.
Looks delicious. Look at that, starting to cook all up, boil it all up, get all marinated together.
Great thing about this is you can eat it with a fork or a spoon.
True. Look at that, all that goodness cooking up right there. Let's see what we're gonna do. Let's see what we're gonna do.
And once again, it's the type of meal you can still season the taste. So, you just wanted to have the crab legs submerged in the base liquid. I mean, make sure to get all the flavors of the fresh corn. Everything is going to marinate together. So therefore, on a scale of 1 to 10, on far as heatness and consistency, it's about a mild 5 with spices.
Okay.
Just enough spice to let you know that the spice is there, but not enough to be your eyes watering and your mouth popping out.
That looks really good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can't wait to taste it.
So, okay, this is the finished product. This is an Alaskan king crab, lobster ragu with spinach. And yeah. So we have Italian seasoning, bay scallops, fresh corn off the cob, dehydrated chilies, noodles, a couple spices, herbs and spices. It's a saturated base. We're about to plate pretty soon, and
see what it is, yeah. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Anderson Family Mix-Up channel, Cooking with the Andersons show. We got more episodes every week. We dropping new shows. A lot of fun and interactive content on our channel. Guest stars we're gonna have. We got a cook-off soon. It's gonna be some good stuff.
yeah, look forward to see budget meals coming soon.
That's right.
Yeah,
More budget meals, budget friendly.
You know what I mean? So we're gonna make it look good for under $40. You send us in a quote with how much money we need. You know what I mean? See what we can do. And we gonna do what we can do.
Work out that budget for y'all. Get y'all a budget meal on the low that tastes delicious. Alright, we're gonna see what it look like in a minute. About to get that finished product. Yeah.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The finished product, a lobster king crab ragu. I'm gonna let my partner dump it in there. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, baby. Don't want to lose that.
It's flavor.
Look at all that. Oh, just delicious. Y'all ain't ready for that. Maybe you are. Like, share, subscribe.
You know what I mean? Cooking with Ot, man. This is how we do it. You know what I mean?
All that goodness right there. We getting it all up in there.
All that flavor, man. Alaskan king crab legs, scallops, lobster meat. You know what I mean? Mini risotto, fresh corn, spinach, man. Yeah, Cooking with Ot. You know what I mean? Holla at me. Sponsored by the Anderson family, you know.
The mix-up. The Anderson Family Mix-Up on the Anderson Cooking channel.
I ain't gonna be like one of them greedy ass big bros that be over there sucking the juice up out of crab leg. I'm just not built for that. But, you know what I'm saying? This shit is definitely lip smacking.
Look at that right there.
Cooking with Ot. You know what I mean? Holla at me.
That's what we doing. That's what it is. Remember, like, share, subscribe.
Cooking with Ot. Coming school.
Yeah, you know, it is the budget meals. We got that for y'all. Anderson Family Mix-Up, Cooking with the Andersons. Till next time, remember, like, share, subscribe, comment below. We'll see y'all.